The next sandhi which you are going to see is called pararūpa. So the sutra for the pararūpa sandhi is engi pararūpam. What is the eng? A and O. If A, the letter A is followed by A or O, that is engi, followed by, they combine to form the latter, that which is followed. What is that which is following? The eng, A or O. So example, see the first word last letter, the second word first letter. When we say sandhi, these are the two things comes. First word last letter, second word first letter. Now in this sutra, this first word last letter and second word first letter coming together. When they are coming together, the first word last letter disappears. So when it disappears, what happens? So in the place of, the technical way of saying is, in the place of first word last letter, the first letter of the second word first letter is replaced. In a simple way, first word last letter is disappeared. Let us see the example. Pra plus ejate. So it is going to become prejate. How this become prejate? Let us see more in the next step. This is a final step, but I am going to give the same little more explanation. So pra plus a, here a jate. So here the first word last letter is a, the second word first letter is a. So the first word last letter is going to disappear. So that means pra ejate. So when the pra ejate is there, so by default what comes? So pr plus a simple combination. So it will become pre. The jate is a common. Prejate. So this is called pararūpasandhiḥ. Last sandhi which we have studied, that was called purvarūpasandhiḥ. So what is the difference between the purvarūpa and pararūpa? In the purvarūpasandhiḥ, the first word last letter is remaining. In the pararūpasandhiḥ, the second word first letter is remaining. This is the pararūpasandhiḥ. So with this we have completed the hach sandhis, major hach sandhis. So now we will be entering into the visargasandhiḥ. So under this visargasandhiḥ, we will be looking into the 4 types of the sandhis. In the 4, the most important, the 4. Number 1 is called ukāraḥ. Number 1 is ukāraḥ. Ukara means visarga sandhi is the only one sandhi. Okay, don't think that visarga sandhi is having so many sandhis. There is only one sandhi, but different rules because of the different situations. So first situation we are looking at ukara. What is this ukara? We will see. Ukāraḥ. This is the situation number 1 we are trying to deal. What does it mean? If a visarga sandhi means all the time only visargas are there. Okay, if a visarga is preceded by a and is followed by a soft consonant, a soft consonant. You should know what are the soft consonants, if that means. Or a, either soft consonants or a. Then the visarga is changed into ukāraḥ. For example, I think first let me give the example that helps sometimes. Shivaha plus archaha. Archyaha. This is a Sandhi book which I am following. Soft consonants means hush. Hush or ashi is called soft consonant under the Maheshwara Sutras. So what is the ash from the Maheshwara Sutras? The sutra number, Maheshwara Sutra number 5 to 10. So Maheshwara Sutra number 5 to 10, whatever are the letters, they are called hush. Ash means soft consonants. These are called soft consonants. Now look at the rule. What the rule says? Number 1, this visarga supposed to be preceded by the a. Yes, Shivaha is visarga is preceded by the a. Then followed by either it should be a or it should be hush. Now here a is there. That means the rule is perfectly applied. So when the rule is applied, what happens? Then visarga will be converted into the ukāraḥ. So visarga is converted into the ukāraḥ. Now look at this one. So now Shiva and U plus archyaha. Is it clear? The step number 2, visarga is preceded by the a, followed by a or soft consonants. Here a is there. Hence visarga become u. Up to here this is wonderful, no doubt. But can we leave as it is? You can also leave as it is, but here one more sandhi is following. Can you guess what is the other sandhi which is following based on your hal sandhi, hach sandhis?
U and A.
U plus A equals to U.
Gunasandhi.
Before the U and A, there is something else also is there. A and U also is there.
And U also is there.
O and A.
Becomes O.
So what is the A plus U becomes?
O. O.
O. Very good. This is a gunasandhi. Now A plus U is going to become the O. Then Shivo. Shivo plus archyaha. Correct? Shivo plus archyaha. Can we leave them as it is, or is there anything is following here?
U and O.
I will be dropped. Shivorchyaha.
Why I will be dropped? What is the rule?
Is that the Purarūpasandhiḥ?
Perfect, sir. Pararūpasandhiḥ. You are right. So Shivo, but in the Pararūpasandhiḥ, because I it is dropped, we will be making as a avagraha and archyaha. Shivorchyaha. See how many modifications are taken place. First, Shivaha plus archyaha. First, visargasandhi is applied. After the visargasandhi, gunasandhi applied. After the gunasandhi, pararūpasandhiḥ applied. So from this Shivaha plus archyaha to Shivorchyaha, 3 sandhis are walked inside. Ramaha plus api. Try to do it. Ramaha plus api. Kaha plus ayam. Govindah plus aham. Adaha plus gati with a soft consonant. And a well-known word, manaha plus balam. Soft consonants are called mrudu vyanjanani in the Sanskrit. Proper technical word, mrudu vyanjanani. So Ramaha plus U plus api. Then Subramaniam sir, now Ramo.
Ramo. Ramo api.
Ramo api. Next.
Then A becomes pararūpasandhiḥ rule. A drops. So Ramo api.
Ramo api. Perfect.
Avagra.
Okay. Ramo api. Perfect.
Kaha becomes ka plus u.
Ka plus U. Then aham or ayam. Ayam.
Then ka plus u becomes ko.
Becomes A plus O becomes O. What is the rule? Unasandhi.
Unasandhi.
Okay. A plus O become O. O. Ayam. Then next.
Pararūpasandhiḥ.
Okay. Pararūpasandhiḥ. What it will be?
Koyam.
Koyam. Now comes Govindaha plus aham. Even though avagraha is not there, Govindoham is a correct. But why the avagraha? Because to make the modern people to understand there is some letter A is there. So when you are looking into the dictionary, don't get confused. That is the idea. But when you look at the old prints, you will not see this avagraha. Okay, next, who will tell adaha plus gatihi? Now comes important thing. So soft consonant.
Adaha plus gati. Adaha. Adu.
Ada plus u.
Plus u plus gati.
Perfect.
Ado. Gati. Adho gati.
Adho gati.
Adho gati.
Anything else happens?
Nothing.
Perfect. Manaha plus balam is there in the first step. This visarga will become the u. So then that is called mana u balam. Perfect. Next.
So the word becomes manobalam.
So mano balam.
Balam.
Right. Perfect ma. This is called mano balam. Under visargasandhi lopaḥ. Lopaḥ means what? Visarga lopaḥ.
It's a dropped.
Yeah, visarga is a dropped. Lopaḥ. If visarga is preceded by a, if visarga is preceded by a and is followed by any vowel means ach or soft consonant hush. So what happens? The visarga is dropped. Visarga is dropped. If visarga is preceded by a and is followed by any vowel, a soft consonant, or a soft consonant, the visarga is dropped. Balaha plus atra. Rule number 1. Visarga is there. This visarga, so I am writing one more time. Bal plus aha. Balaha plus atra. Please. So that makes very clear. Now aha is there, this visarga, and followed by a, and preceded by a. Now following what? Either it should be ach or it should be mrudu vyanjana ashi. Now here ach is there. So what happens in this case? So in this case, bala plus atra. Balatra. Okay, please do it. Lataha edhante.
Lata edhante.
Lata edhante. So this is a very simple rule. So now look at the one more place. Visarga is going to become lopaḥ. Visarga is going to be dropped. This visarga is going to be dropped under 4 circumstances. Only we have seen one circumstance, one situation we have seen. The second situation is akarat parasya visargasya akaram varjaniyitva sware pare lopo bhavati. Now the second situation is if visarga is preceded by a, just a, visarga is preceded by a and followed by any vowel, but within the bracket you have to write other than the short a. Not a. So a can be there but not the a. So I can put minus here. That is good. Minus a. So visarga is preceded by a and followed by any vowel other than the short a. So what is going to happen? Visarga is going to be dropped. Lopaḥ. Visarga is lopaḥ. So visarga preceded by the a, followed by ach other than a, visarga becomes lopaḥ. Example: kutaha plus agataha. Kutaha plus agataha. So what happens? It is a plain.
Okay.
Kuta agata. Kuta agataha. Yeah. Kuta agataha. Similarly, naraha plus iva. Nara iva. Then next exception, if any consonant or vowel except short a follows saha or eshaha, the visarga is dropped. Saha plus agacchati, sa agacchati, saha plus shambhuhu, sa shambhuhu, eshaha plus vishnuhu, esha vishnuhu. Now let us see the last two variation, then we'll conclude the class. The last variation is the words boho or bagoho or adoho, specific words. This is an exception, very rarely comes to us. So, but still, as we are looking, I am going to just to show bo, boho or adoho or bagoho. This bagoho, it comes sometimes. So plus the words bo, bago, adoho lose their if any vowel or soft consonant, any vowel or ash, then visarga is dropped. So this is the visargasandhi. Today we have seen one is how when visarga converts into the ukara, that is the one we have seen. The second one is when the visarga is dropped. So visarga is dropped under 4 different circumstances. Number 1, when the visarga is preceded by a and followed by any vowel or soft consonant. Okay, ashwaha plus ami, putraha plus jataha, hataha plus gajaha. That is the situation number 1. Second situation, when the visarga is preceded by a and followed by any vowel other than the short a. Any vowel other than the short a. So the visarga is dropped. This is the second exception, second situation. Now the third situation, when the saha and eshaha is followed by any consonant or any vowel except short a, visarga is dropped. Now the fourth situation, for a specific words, those are boho, bagoho, adoho, lose their visarga if any vowel or soft consonant follows. So Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Om.